Let's go. You lead the way. Where are we headed? Towards a net zero future, of course. Cleaner water, more electricity, a sustainable society. That's the destination we've set ourselves. This we know. Yes, we know exactly where we're going, but we need to get there quicker. So, let's build on the progress we've already made by working and walking together. With the right partners, tools and ideas, we'll become an unstoppable force. This we know. Right now, there are businesses who are putting technology and sustainability at the heart of everything they do. Brave leaders turning maybes into realities and building something better for everyone. Now is the time to look to the future and reinvent ourselves today, empowering others to do the same tomorrow. Yes, we know what the future holds, and we know how to get there. So, let's take charge of the journey today.
Welcome to our school board meeting.
Namaskar.
Hello.
Hi.
Spiffio, access in any language.
Wo muss ich das jetzt machen? Mach das mal bitte kurz, ich krieg's gerade nicht hin. Gleich los, aber wo weht schon Teil? Ich weiß gerade nicht wo. Das ist für mich. Doch, ich bin hier oben.
Heike, please start. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Hello. A warm welcome to Community School Johann Wolfgang von Goethe Schalkau, or short Goethe School. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe was a famous German poet, novelist, scientist, and critic, and he is rightly regarded as the greatest and most influential writer in the German language. His work having a profound influence on Western literature, and it's from the late 18th century to the present day. And that is why some schools in Germany are dedicated to Goethe, like our school. And there's one quote that's very true for our school as well. Goethe quote, what is to have an effect on hearts must come from hearts. And my name is Heike Brüder, and I'm a classroom teacher at Goethe School. My subjects are English, economics, law, technology, and I'll be the moderator for our session today. We are a public school and a community school for classes 1 to 10. We are situated in a rural area in the federal state Thuringia in Germany. Our state is called the Green Heart of Germany. Here at Goethe School, we have about 540 students, 38 teachers, 9 educators, and we work at 3 locations. We welcome you to our panel discussion today. There has been changes among our speakers due to illness. We send best wishes to Simon to get well soon. Besides, we are very happy that Andreas Zehner from our cooperation partner Tira in Schalkau was able to jump in to our panel at very short notice. So we have 2 speakers today. Pascal Börner is our first speaker today. He's a former student of our school who was very active in our student companies. And we are going to speak with Pascal about his experience that he gained while working in student companies. Our second speaker is Andreas Zehner. He's a mechanical engineer and manager of the balancing department in the company Tira GmbH Schalkau. We will speak with Andreas about our collaboration, of Goethe School and Tira. After that, I am going to talk about different projects of our community school, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe in Schalkau. Let me give you more information now about our school. Goethe School Schalkau has a mixed-age infant school phase and cross-class, cross-subject teaching. Practical and activity-oriented teaching is in focus, as well as differentiation and individualization. We had to promote talent and support students with learning difficulties. The main focus of our school is the long-term and intensive vocational orientation and practical preparation for career choices of our students. We practice an openness of school as well. And just a few things before we start. If you are going to comment on social media, if you could use the hashtag #WorldEduWeek, that would be great. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the chat. And as I have a look at the chat, I can see that we have in our audience people from different countries in the world. So a warm welcome to you again. It's great to have you here from Tunisia and Turkey. Yeah. Hello to everyone again. Right. Okay. So don't forget to, if you have the questions, to put them in the chat. Right. Okay. Okay. So. All right, so I will start with introduction of our first speaker today, Pascal Börner. Pascal is a former student of our school who was not only part of our school companies, but led also two school companies in his school career. With these projects, he was very successful and won regional and national competitions and took part in international competitions. He became a friend and lifetime member of our school through his engagement and dedication to our school's matters. He is a valued student as he never complained about work and always is a reliable person and has a stunningly creative mind. He's completing a training as an educator at the moment. Hi, Pascal. I start by asking you, why should students work in a student company and why is that important?
Hi Heike, thanks for introduction. At Goethe School, there has been different student companies. I was one of the founding members on the first student company in Schalkau with the name Roundabout Goethe. In this student company, I was responsible for organization of products and events. I was not only a representative of Roundabout Goethe, but also involvement practical work. Let's come back to your questions. Students shouldn't work in a students' company because you have the chance to test many different practical things. Many of them you couldn't do at home, but at school you have the chance. Moreover, you have the possibility improve and develop your skills as well as your personality. Furthermore, you learn more about building a team and working in a team. Of course, you have the adventures and fun while working in a student company. It's also very important. I want to point out that the students' companies at a Goethe Schule work with EW Junior Cologne, organized by the German economic industry. The current student company are Winterzeit by Roundabout Goethe and Jordan Drovers by Roundabout Goethe. Many students involved in the studies companies, in fact, a great way of fortnight. They build make stalls for the local Christmas market at Castle Eirishof in Bavaria. All student companies are combined under the umbrella association Roundabout Goethe.
Okay, thanks, Pascal. And now, please tell us what have you learned when you were in these student companies and what experience have you gained?
Well, I learned that it's very important to work in a team and how you can improve teamwork. Working in a team is extremely important for the current job as an educator. Moreover, publics learn how to hold conversation and also some economic, for example, things about taxes. You learned that every job there are active that you don't like, but they have to done. In my opinion, it's a valuable insight. The publics gain new experience and knowledge in the field of networking, teamwork, and problem-solving strategies. If there is a problem, they need to find a way to solve it. Hence, never give up.
Okay, that's so true, Pascal. Thank you for that. That leads to my next question. Why are you so passionate about it?
I have to admit that in my time at the students' companies, I learned a lot of life for life. I learned that you have to come over challenges and that there is always a way to follow, even if this one is more difficult. Cannot be done, doesn't exist. I want that many students have the same experience and use their change to try out things at school. in a safe learning environment. Furthermore, this work helped me to develop a brace of personality and my way to solving problems. Having a community is very important. Only together we are strong.
Okay, I have one more question, Pascal. Could you recommend it to students to work in a student company?
Yes, I definitely recommend working in a students' company. Students can learn a lot about themselves. What are their strengths and weakness? How can I produce new ideas? How can I learn my comfort zone and create things? Moreover, you strengthen in the company and their team spirit. You face challenge, have great times and also fun. It's also a powerful adventure. Moreover, you get insight from the business world that are important for life as well. You simply have the chance to get taste of different profession. The students also have insight in profession in their internship. By within the students' companies, there are more possibilities.
Okay, Goethe School is very happy to have had you, and you are still there, Pascal. You have shown that your work in the student companies had a great impact, and that you are still very appreciated at our community school in Schalkau. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Pascal. And now I'd like to introduce our second speaker. His name is Andreas Zehner. He works at Tira GmbH in Schalkau. He's a mechanical engineer and a manager of the balancing department in the company. And the company Tira is located in Schalkau and is one of our cooperation partners. And we are very happy to have Andreas Zehner here today. And I want to give the word to you now, Andreas, with a warm welcome again.
Okay, thank you, Heike, for introducing. Hi, my name is Andreas Zehner, and I'm a mechanical engineer and manager of the balancing department in the company Tira GmbH. The company Tira GmbH is an industrial company. We produce some different kind of measuring equipment. The company is located in Schalkau in Thuringia, and we deliver our special machines and equipment in all over the world. As a regional company, we are looking for young peoples who are interested in technology and all kind of industry. It's not easy to find young people who are interested in a professional training or academic studies. That's why we started the cooperation with our community school, Johann Wolfgang von Goethe in Schalkau in 2004. There was a contract made and a good and simple cooperation started with advantages for both sides. The company has got a chance to find interesting people for professional trainings, and the school are a strong partner for work placements. Moreover, Tira GmbH offers financial assistance for different projects. Here are some activities where we are involved all over the year. The Night of the Professions. At this event, regional and national companies, associations, schools for further educations, police and medical are invited. It is a fair at a community school where prospective employers have the chance to present their company and work. Pupils can get information and check different jobs and possibilities for work placements. Next one. Bake sale. Once a year, Goethe School organizes a bake sale in our company. The students and their parents bake cakes, cookies, and biscuits and present there at the Tira. All members of the company can buy some cake and spend the money for the students. With this money, the kids can organize some activities. Work placements for some days. Every year we provide in our company Tira GmbH some work placements for pupils of classes 8, 9 and 10. So the pupils have the chance to test different skills and check their interest for further professionals. Work placements for some weeks. Interested pupils of Goethe School have to complete a job interview and are chosen for the specific work placement. They work for some hours per week at Tira GmbH for a project. The pupils assemble, for example, mounting material testing machines or a small shaker and commissioning the complete machine. All activities are noted in a small summary and presented to the classmate at school. Financial assistance. Some projects at school are not realized because there is no money from the administration. With different cooperation partners and their financial assistance, Goethe School is able to implement these projects. For example, we realized a set of tablets for a class level. This is a short summary of activities during the last years. This partnership has begun a good win-win situation for 80 years, and we are going to maintain this cooperation in the future. We are lucky and also proud of this cooperation between Goethe School and our company Tira GmbH. We would like to congratulate the school's team on your success. Thank you.
Okay, thanks a lot for your presentation, Andreas. We are very happy to have you here today. Right, and I want to go on now. We don't have a third speaker, but I will give you some more information about some of our projects. I had some pictures, but I have a problem to show you those pictures. But nevertheless, I will try to take you on a journey with me and explain what kind of things we are doing here. At Goethe School, we have a lot of projects at the same time. Just currently, we had a project called Live Democracy that was like 2 weeks ago, like very current. There were some people from Thuringia, from our state in Germany, coming to our school and talking about how you could put democracy in teaching and learning. And then we had a big day, just very short time ago, on the 19th of September, we had our day of regional associations. What does that mean? The associations around Schalkau, I think it's about 15 or something or more, they prepared to greet students at their places to show them what they're doing in their associations or clubs. For example, sports club, fire brigade, a shooting club, different kinds of things. Or some of them came to our school and showed students what they can do in their associations, of course, sports and different ones. Because we work together also with all the different associations in Schalkau and around. Because it's, again, a win-win situation for our students. They get information what they can do in the different associations. They have an insight. And on the other hand, the association can get new members, It's all about showing what you do and all about communication. Then there was, Andreas already said that, because Tira was present there, we had the night of professions. That was on the 6th of October, so just last Thursday. The night of professions is a fair where different companies are invited and institutions as well, and they present their company, their institution. It's for young people who are searching for a job or for a work placement or for an education, to find out about jobs. And for the companies, as Andrea said, they're always looking for interested people for future jobs. So we got the platform that the people can meet and talk to each other. Of course, all those projects have to be organized, prepared, and everything. And as I said before, we are only about 38 teachers here at our community school and about 9 educators. And it's always a lot of work for not many people, but we always try our best to get everything in a good way and to make all our cooperation partners happy and all our other friends and people from the community. Yeah, at the moment we have projects for our restructuring our schoolyard is one big thing. And we always have projects with our regional kindergartens around, and there is a project going on with a local retirement home. Our students, they prepare for autumn or spring and Christmas coming up for Christmas. They prepare little gifts for Christmas. They make Christmas cards, and then we bring those little presents and Christmas cards to the retirement homes, to the elderly people. We did this when the Corona lockdown happened, and they were so happy and very pleased. And of course, we go on with all those cooperations. Then Pascal is a representative of our student companies. Student companies are always very important at our school. There's always something to do, and now we are preparing at the moment. Right now, I'm at school, and outside there are some students working now because they make some market stalls for Schloss Eirichshof, Castle Eirichshof, which is a place in Bavaria. They have a very nice and big Christmas market. It takes place this November. And right now the students are building market stalls for this event. They're working. I have to say that we have autumn holidays. It's the first day today of the autumn holidays in Thuringia. And the students, some students from a student company, Winterzeit is the name, they are here at school and doing work. Yeah, it's their choice. And they are here, they're very happy. This is how it works. Yeah, so students are here to help to gain new experience. And for us, it's all about learning from each other and the community. Okay, now it's question time. So I will check the comments if there are some questions. If you have questions, guys, please feel free to write it down in the comments. I want to say hello to our attendees from Uganda, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Malaysia. It's great that you are watching, and India, of course, great. It's so good to see you all here. And yeah, if you have questions about our school, please feel free to ask. Well, in the meantime, I would say that there was one question before that people asked how could schools create a network with their communities. Well, we have a big network, and I can only say that it's very important always that you talk to different groups of people and ask for input or help. There are all the people that are relevant for school. For example, the parents, of course, local associations, yeah, local companies. We have 4 local companies. They're all situated in Schalkau, so in the place where our school is. Tira with Andreas Zehner is one of them. There are 3 others. Also ask authorities, also ask the town or the city administration. Yeah, then it's also important that you work together with local companies, especially in the field of internships, work placements, vocational preparation. We also have with our cooperation companies, we have usually in spring, we have a few days where we are inviting the companies to come to our school and to talk to our students from grades, classes 8, 9, and 10, because they're on the way to find out what kind of work placement or future profession they want to do. Right. Here's another question. Has any of your initiatives caused a challenge? How long did it take for you to teach community spirit? Okay, let me answer. Let me give an answer to this question. Yes, if any of our initiatives caused a challenge, of course, actually we are facing challenges every day, all the time. For example, a big challenge is always because, as I tried to point out before, we have many projects at the same time. And of course, there are deadlines, and sometimes very hard for us to meet all the deadlines. Yeah, because sometimes there are things with illness of students, illness of our teachers, staff, and also things, for example, with those project that is going on with the student company, making those market stalls. If there's not enough wooden material to use for the building, for example, there's the challenge again, how can we organize it to also meet our deadline to give the market stalls to Castle Eirichshof, which is like part of our contract. Yeah, so of course, if you do something, of course there are challenges. We try to meet the challenges in the best way we can. But sometimes we also have to say, sorry, maybe we cannot meet the deadline. What can we do, you know? And how long did it take us for us to teach community spirit? Well, teaching community spirit is like a process. You do it all the time. We try to, I would say, we did it. It has been there all the time, but I would say in the last 5 years, 5, 6 years, when we started more with the student companies, it got like a new or another aspect, or it got more in focus to teach community spirit. We want to show our students that you have to have a collaboration with many partners, and that you always have to talk to other people. And with our student companies, those students who work there, they are they see that live. Yeah, they have to do this all the time because they have to organize their processes, and they have to make those networks. It's like a small business at school, like in a safe environment. Yeah, but they have to do it. Okay, so if you guys have any more questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. I can only, last thing I would point out is student companies are a great way for teaching, and I could only recommend do this at your schools as well. Okay, I will say something later on again on to that one. Yeah, thanks. You're welcome. I'm happy to answer your questions, no problem. Okay, now thanks again for watching and for your questions. And I want to go on now and summarize the 5 key steps that your schools or organizations could do to get our expertise. And I want to start with this one now, with those 5 key steps. First, I have to say that together we are strong is our first key step. Yeah, I have to say that it's important that you have all those different groups there with you. Like, as I said before, you need to have the students, the teachers, parents, everyone else, all the companies around the towns or cities where your school is situated. And they all should work together, of course. All parties involved try to work together in a good way to achieve the best for all the individual students in his or her particular situations. Yeah, this is very time consuming, but we always try to make most of the stuff we have. Our next step is networking is everything. Networking is very important. Yeah, so I said before, we work together with regional companies. I want to name them. Our cooperation partners are Agrargenossenschaft Schalkau, Elektra GmbH, Casto GmbH und Co. KG, and Tira GmbH in Schalkau, where our the representative here, Andreas, is with us today. And company visits and internships for pupils and teachers are offered and carried out each year. We also collaborate with the community of Schalkau in different ways. The mayor of Schalkau, Mrs. Hopf, supports our school with donations and also pays visits to our schools and so on. Yeah, so our students should learn that school is a network with many partners. And yeah, if a school is not a closed environment, of course, so it's all about communicating and learning from each other. Right. Our step number 3 is rewarding promotion of hidden talents. What does that mean? All students are important and have their talents. Each time we face students with a challenge, we make them experience new aspects, and while doing this, they grow. Thus, we also find hidden talents in our students, and it's great to unfold those features in the students and see how the students use them. If we see those talents, we can use them for in schools' everyday life and for our student companies as well. We just have to give them the possibilities to discover their talents. Right. Our step number 4 is teamwork makes the dream work. So we always have to work together. Of course, we have close contacts to our partners, to, for example, the forestry department, partner companies in Schalkau, the mayor, Mrs. Hopf, organizations, secondary schools, local associations, the retirement homes, kindergartens, and so on and so on. We always do our night of professions. And when we do this, and also projects of planting trees, bake sales at school and also in the companies, campaigns of counting birds in collaboration with NABU, which is Association for environment, protecting the environment, cleaning projects, and so on and so on. Yes, all the projects can only be completed if people work together as team. Teamwork makes the dream work. Our last step that I want to point out is school companies. Also, step number 5. School companies are a great way of practical learning. Never give up. At the moment, we have 2 school companies. They are called Winterzeit and Jordan Drovers. Many school students are involved in those student companies, and it's a very good way for them to learn. Right, they learn also about teamwork, networking, and how to solve problems. And what they also learn is that no matter what happens in times of pandemic and crisis, there are always new possibilities. You should never give up. Okay, right. That was our 5 steps, guys. Finally, community school. Johann Wolfgang von Goethe, Schalkau would like to say thank you. Right. We want to thank you to T4 World Education team for the invitation to the World Education Week 2022. We want to say thank you to everyone who joined us today and who listened to our speakers. Thanks again to our panel, to Pascal and to Andreas. And also to all the people who were watching us and all the Goethe school community for their commitment and support. I also like to assure our students, do not only talk, but do things, try things. Yeah. What is to have an effect on hearts must come from hearts. Right. Thank you all. And I see that there is another question here. Okay. I see another question. Still, we have 2 minutes time left. Yeah, thanks for watching from Egypt, Canada. Very good. Philippines, thanks. And there was a question here, how we encourage students to pursue their talents, even if they're being discouraged by their peers. Well, motivation is a great thing, and we always try our best to motivate our students. Of course, there are days or lessons when they are not motivated. It's like all the young people, but we always try to find ways to encourage them to find something that they're interested in. And for example, things like this, like being on presentations, also with the student companies, being forced to come out of their comfort zones and also try out new things. We try to interest them in those kind of things and use this for motivation. That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. Well, right. I hope that I could give you a short insight in our school life and how to teach community spirit. I prepared some pictures, but I had some problems to upload them. I'm sorry about this, guys. But feel free to check out our webpage, and you can find out more, or you can also contact us. Right. So, right.